Good morning, world. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I have a mandate from God, people, to bring about the greatest prosperity period that this world has ever seen. And the way that I do it is by creating a million millionaires. My topic today, people, is facing your fears is the quickest way to growth and development. And here's why. See, what happened is, human beings, we strive for comfort. You know what I'm saying? And it's like people don't grow necessarily a lot of time because they want to stick with what they know. You know what I'm saying? And it's like there's things that we have to face and deal with, man, especially stuff in our past. There's things that scares us, you know what I'm saying? Or there's things that bring about different emotions that we do not like. And what happened is we get really good at ignoring those things and pushing them off or pushing them down or wherever you want to put them. You know what I mean? The bottom line is you in your mind, you just choose not to deal with those things, whatever they are. And what I'm realizing is that, to gain your power, man, is that you have to face the things that scares you in life. You know what I'm saying? You have to face them head on, man. And it's like when you face them and you look at them, in that moment of time, it is going to cause you to feel those emotions or have those thoughts that you don't want to experience. But what happened is, in that moment of time, while you're experiencing those things, whatever they are, is like you're actually gaining your power back. You're gaining your power back because you had the courage to actually face something that really do scare you, whatever that looks like. You know what I'm saying? And because you actually, own that feeling in that moment of time, it really gave you your power back, man, to where now it's like you can see that scenario another time, but it won't have that negative effect on you the second go around because you actually decided to face it and make peace with it. That's the most important ingredient, is that you must make peace with whatever that thing is that scare you. See, once you face it head on and you identify for what it is, the feeling or whatever it is, and you make peace with it, where you're like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna do this no more. I understand that that's what happened then, but I'm not gonna do that again, or whatever the case is. Then it's like it mentally and emotionally free you, man. It's like a burden is lifting off of you. And see, the more areas of your life that you actually look to face whatever that problem or whatever that thing that scare you is that the more you face those dilemmas and things, is the more you grow. I was listening to an audio book this morning on Headway, and he was talking about how failure, there's no success without failure. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to succeed, but they're also scared to fail. They fear failure. It's like you have to be willing and realize and change your definition of failure, man. It's that it's not a negative thing. Without that, there is no succeeding. So it's like, don't have a fear of failure, which I know a lot of people genuinely have, you know. So it's like you really want to face your fears, man, whatever those are. Maybe you're scared of trying because, you think you're going to be judged. Okay? Face that. Own that. You know what? Tell yourself you no longer care about being judged. Like, really acknowledge it and own that space, that the reason why you failed to start your goal and dream is because of what other people think about you. Admit that to yourself. See, the moment you admit that, what that does for you is it gave you your power back, because in that instant of time, you're realizing that, wow, you're giving other people power over you and your goals and dreams. And in that moment of time, because you identify the flaw in that thought, you can actually decide and say, you know what, I'm going to succeed or fail on my own accord. And you go for it, man. Because again, there's no success without failure anyway. So it's like, why not do it on your term. You know what I'm saying? If you're not experiencing the life you want anyway, isn't that failure in itself? You know, so it's like, why are you going to accept that failure, not the failure if you trying and not succeeding? Listen, man, go for your goals and dreams, man. I really want you to really face your fears, man, because that's what's holding a lot of people back in life, is really and truly is they're scared. If they're being honest with themselves, they realize that that's why their life is not progressing like they want to. And, you know, it's like, I admit, man, I don't care what level you are. It can be scary. You know what I'm saying? I remember it was about, it was years ago. And, you know, it's like some of the most successful people, man. You know, I think I was in Texas. I think it was Jerry Jones when they was building that new stadium in Arlington, you know. And he literally had risked almost all his funds, you know, in building that stadium. You know, another guy, I mean, that's a scary thing, people, you know what I'm saying? But he decided to move forward anyway, and hey, it pays off, you know? Without no risk, there's no rewards, man. Another guy, Byron Allen, I think his name is, a guy that buy a lot of TV networks. I remember how he talked about, man, almost, you know, having his house foreclosed on him a couple times in a year, you know what I'm saying? When he was really chasing his goals and dreams, you know? Think about it, man. You know, everybody look at people that are successful, man, and they want their lives that they have, but they not willing to be as bold and take the actions that are necessary to succeed, you know? Tyler Perry, you know, living in his car for 3 months. How scary is that? You know what I'm saying? That is scary, man. You know what I'm saying? That is him pushing through and overcoming his fear, that in spite of living in his car, that was not his present reality. He was able to envision past that and see the future that we now see and acknowledge him for. Do you see what I'm saying? So what am I getting at, man? I'm saying, listen, man, overcome your fears, people. And the way you overcome your fear is you must face it. Anything that scare you, anything that make you feel guilty or shame, I want you to face those things and make peace with them, man. And the way you make peace with them is literally own the feeling and allow yourself to feel that emotion for a moment. And then when you're done with that, you be like, you know what? Hey, man, I know what that is. It's no longer my reality. I choose otherwise. And that's you consciously choosing to overcome that whatever that predicament is. Because the beautiful thing is that once you make peace with something, then it's no longer an issue for you. You know, because the next time that comes up, you look at it and know exactly what it was or what it is. And it doesn't have that same negative effect on you anymore. It doesn't scare you anymore. You could see it and it doesn't scare you one bit. Anyways, people, that's the topic today. I really want you to work on overcoming your fears so you can experience your amazing life on this beautiful earth. Face your fears, people. With that being said, for those of you that's out there that's looking to get help, listen, man, we offer one-on-one consultation where I can help you for an hour just to kind of help you get clarity about what it is that you want in this world and provide you with some tools on how you can get there. For those of you that want long-term mentorship, we definitely offer that life coaching sessions on a weekly basis where over time I can help you to shape and mold your life the way you want it to be by developing yourself, you know. For those of you that are entrepreneurs, business owners that want to gross over 7 figures, $1 million a year, listen, I can definitely help you to do that, people. And the way we do it is by developing yourself, man, and creating a routine that'll manifest that in your life. With that being said, people, listen, I pray that God, the Spirit of God that's inside you, would lead you and guide you to your amazing future on this earth, man. I pray that you know, for abundance and blessing all over your life, man. I pray for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And above all things, people, I really pray for nothing but positivity, man. I pray for, you know, I rebuke in the spirit right now any negative or ill will that's directed towards you, man, because that's, you know, take away from your joy. And I really rebuke that right now in the spirit. I pray, people, y'all have an amazing day, man. And look, I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow.